Good morning, everybody. It's your girl Miracle Sims, and you're listening to God, Sex, and Love. You want that little some inspiration and juice? It is November the 16th, 2022, and today the topic is Follow Jesus. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I hope that you all had a great day yesterday. Mine was just fine. Not too much to report, but just a couple of things. Well, your girl went live in my group Unwind Self Care and Sip Spa and did a virtual tasting midday yesterday. So that's why you all see the wine journal next to me this morning. So shout out to that, I guess. And then yesterday was also the last day of our financial fitness small group. From what I'm understanding, it's the last day of this financial fitness small group. So yeah, that was very interesting, this process, and I feel like I gained a lot of wisdom and knowledge. So hopefully, moving forward, your girl will be making better decisions financially across the board, um, and everything like that. I know thus far I have implemented some things, and I have taken note of some other things, and I've reevaluated my goals and everything like that. And so yeah, it's God be the glory. I'm glad to have gone through it. I'm glad to have met the people that I've met. And yeah, man, it's been a blessing and I'm looking forward to see what else the Lord going to do with me, for me, and through me. Y'all know that, man. We are near the end of the year, y'all. It's already November and December's right around the corner, and that means 2023 is right after that. And I mean, every now and then I just take time to just reflect on how things have gone like this year and just everything. And so yeah, I haven't decided exactly how we're gonna handle the holiday season in regards to GSL, but I know that we have plenty of content, some pre-recorded episodes of GSL. So I think we'll be going well into the new year with everything that I already have pre-recorded, and then I have people on a schedule soon to add to that list. So God be the glory, man. I'm thankful. I'm thankful for each and every person that has ever graced GSL and who has allowed me to come on their platforms and share, and the amazing people that I've met and the conversations that I've had. I mean, it's just been a blessing, and I'm thankful. I am thankful. Shout out to my guy, Ewan, over there in Australia. I truly, truly appreciate the feedback. I hit him up about a couple of things, just wondering, like, what does he think about this or that? Since he's the most frequent person outside of my mom that I know of that watches at least the juice. And so he gave me some good feedback, and it kind of makes me feel like, okay, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I mean, uh, So I mean, I guess I'm gonna keep doing things the way I'm doing them, and we're gonna see what the Lord do with it. But yeah, I appreciate the feedback though, brother, and yeah, so thank you for that, taking out the time to respond. And yeah, that's pretty much what yesterday looked like. I mean, at least personally, I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all may have heard about some different things going on in mainstream media, or maybe not mainstream media and things like that. But I don't know. I don't know. I guess my whole thing about all that is like, we're gonna see what the Lord do. At the end of the day, I'm just gonna follow Christ and go from there. So speaking of that, um, I woke up this morning. Well, there was a couple of times that stood out to me because I woke up last night and then I also woke up this morning. But I guess the time last night is what stood out and what led me to um I guess the topic today. Either that or something. I can't remember at the moment, but yeah, I did end up looking up the 2 times that I woke up last night. And, I mean, well, this is what really just stood out to me this morning. This verse right here is Isaiah 58 and 11. It says, "And the Lord shall guide thee continually, and satisfy thy soul in drought, and make fat thy bones, and thou shalt be like an Be like a watered garden and like a spring of water whose waters fool not, fade not, possibly. You guys again can go and confirm that verse, but that is what really just stood out to me this morning as I was reading the verses that were centered around the times that I woke up. And I mean, I guess that reminds me of everything that has been going on. I mean, obviously the pandemic. I've definitely have heard about these different things like the impending blackout and the impending famine and all these different things. And I'm just like, not making light of that stuff at all. By all means, let's, mentally prepare ourselves and everything like that. Now, have I felt the need to go and stock up on toilet paper and things? No. Personally, I have not. Um, I have looked into the things about like generators and things like that. I mean, I talked to my husband about different things like that as well. Um, because I don't want to go in, I don't want to like regret, right? You heard something, you heard a word or whatever the case is, and then you're like, you don't do anything. And then lo and behold, you need whatever it was. And you're like, oh, I should have taken heed to the word that I heard. So I definitely understand that, right? But even in the midst of that, I feel like what I've learned, at least with when it comes to the pandemic and everything like that, that this verse just rings true that, he's going to, it says, satisfy my soul in drought. I feel like he's done that. I feel like he's also made fat my bones, watered my gardens and things of that nature, in spite of whatever is going on around us in the world. And to what do I owe that? You know what I mean? Like I can't sit here and say, oh, that I'm just, so this or that. I feel like it's just following God and being willing to follow God, being willing to do his will, being willing to seek him and then move accordingly to whatever it is. So again, it may not be impressed on my heart, for example, to go and stock up on tissue and whatnot. But I mean, I know that my husband and I, we got plenty of food, maybe we haven't invested in a generator yet or something like that, but maybe there's something else that he has us doing, so by all means, I mean, that was the inspiration for today. And so that's what I ended up going deeper about and reading verses about. So here's some more verses, y'all. Matthew 16:24 says, then Jesus told his disciples, if anyone would come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. Ooh, y'all. Okay, so this reminded me of one of my little pet peeves. And that is this idea that we could just come to Christ and then stay where we're at. Yes, God will accept you where you are, right? But that doesn't mean stay where you are. I think there's plenty of examples of that. And but whatever, like if you really look around us, the narratives these days are like, oh, it's kind of like pushing this idea that you can just live in sin. And for whatever reason, I know I was opening all this one in the 1,000th episode, or the video that celebrated the 1,000th video, because the ladies was asking me like, oh, well, how do y'all feel about premarital sex? And there, all these different things. And I just was like, well, I mean, or she was asking a specific question regarding premarital sex. And I'm like, do you want to know what I did, or do you want to know what I think we should do? Because at the end of the day, I mean, I want to be honest about all of that type of stuff, right? At the end of the day, the thing about what I feel like, and I don't even know if it's just a me thing, but I can only share my testimony, y'all. So I'm not trying to put myself up in any regard. All I'm saying is that for me, it just was a struggle to live in sin, right? Even when it's just because I knew in the back of my mind, this ain't right. This is not what I'm supposed to be doing. I had the convictions in my heart and mind, but there's people, right, that just are somehow comfortable. And I don't understand it, because I just mentally I was tormented about things of that nature. But there's people that try to again try to just live in those places, and it's like denying the faith. It's denying what the word says. It's denying this verse right here. It literally says, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. So Again, if we want to, reap the benefits of water gardens and famines and all these different things like that, um, again, we need to follow Christ. We need to follow Jesus. We got to deny ourselves sometimes. Like every now and then, you might have to put down what you think is right to follow Christ, and that might feel like the wrong thing. Like again, His way of love and all this type of stuff is just, I feel like, foreign to us humans. That's just me when I think about it. Like it's just really, again, that next level. Like, Lord, you really want me to handle it like that? Like you don't want me to take no vengeance? Like you sure not? Like I can't have no get back to how people. We were talking about the golden rule and stuff as well. And it's like, but see, the way they treated me, that's how they want to be treated, right? Nah, like nah. It's like, no, still do unto others the way you want to be treated, regardless of what they do. And that's the thing. That is that next level thinking. But anyway, then just reiterate what the Bible says right here. So I'm not saying nothing new, y'all. But anyway, John 8:12, it says, again, Jesus spoke to them, saying, I am the light of the world. Whoever follow me will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. There you go. There you go. I mean, let's walk in the light, y'all, rather than the darkness. I know there's a lot of things that we can be confused about and worry about and wonder about. I'm like, man, I don't understand this or that. But again, we have to, I guess, for me, what I've learned, what I kind of feel. This isn't Bible, I don't know, but I feel like there's just certain things that we don't is above our pay grade in regards to what we should worry about. Like there's just some things that God, right, and His is in His lane, and then there's some things that are in our lane. And so because of that, again, we need to follow Christ, right? We need to trust Christ. We need to walk accordingly. But let's keep going. Let's keep going, y'all. So then let's see. Matthew 10:38, it says, and whoever does not take his cross and follow me is not worthy of me. Now, y'all, okay, that might be some pulp. We might not like to hear that, right? That might be something we don't want to hear. But yeah. I mean, this is the alternative, right? If you're not going to be willing to take up your cross and follow Christ, then it's saying here that you're not worthy of Him, which means if we go back to that first verse, you're not worthy of, your soul being satisfied in the drought. You're not worthy of the your bones being made fat and your gardens being watered and whatnot and famines and all this. Like it's I feel like I've been seeing this a lot lately as well. Like people are like, we want the blessings, but you don't want to follow Christ, and like you don't want to humble yourself, right? And take up your cross and deny yourself and things like that. You want to be your own God, but then you want the benefits of having God. You want the blessings and all those different things. And so this is just a little reminder here, y'all. It's just telling us straight up that, hey, I'm going to read it again. And whoever does not take his cross and follow me is not worthy of me. So there you go. John 8:31 and 32 says, so Jesus said to the Jews who had believed in him, if you abide in my word, you are truly my disciples, and you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. There you guys go, man. I mean, there's too much for me to say about that. I mean, not only do we have to believe, but we have to live like we believe, right? And that, I say, would go alongside with following Christ, and that's the juice. That is the juice for today. I mean, the Go Deeper section, I would hope that it could be our prayer today. It's just a couple of verses, and I'm sure there's many, many more that you can add to these, but at least start with these first couple of verses and and make these couple of verses your prayer to the Lord today in regards to allowing Him to lead you, guide you in all aspects of your life. Because again, I could just, as a living testimony of somebody that I feel like personally, I feel like I've been thriving in the midst of this pandemic. I've been reinvented and reinventing things and creating things, and God has allowed me to be able to create this platform and all these different things that has happened in the midst of this season of quote unquote pandemic, famine, however you guys want to look at it. And I'm thankful. I'm thankful to be in this place. And so I hope that that encourages you and inspires you on your walk. Because yeah, like I said, that's the juice. But the Bible verse of today is John 14:21. It says, "He that hath my commandments and keepeth them, he it is that loveth me, and he that loveth me shall be loved of my Father, and I will love him and will manifest myself to him." Friends, I hope you all enjoyed this juice this morning. Thank you so much for listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. I pray you guys can go forth and have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking to you all tomorrow, if the Lord's will. Bye-bye. And there you go, Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, anybody listening to the sound of my voice. I hope that you all are encouraged and inspired. Man, that Bible verse of today went right hand in hand with what the Lord gave me this morning. So to God be the glory for that. I see that I got a comment here. It's from Augustus V. Wait a minute, is that my guy? Is that my clandestine author? He says, "What's going on, sister? Let me know when you are ready to return for a return visit on your show. Where you are always welcome, sir. All you got to do is fill out the form, man. You're welcome anytime." Can you believe that I just celebrated 1,000 videos on the YouTube channel? Like, that's crazy. I was just telling somebody about you. I was like, I still think you're probably like the most unique interview that I've had. I mean, not to say now, I've had some really unique conversations and whatnot, but I'm saying like unique in regards to the unfairness of the situation. So sorry, I got to joke about it, but yeah. But you're welcome back anytime, sir. Thank you for tuning in today. I hope you're encouraged and inspired by the juice. And yeah, looking forward to talking to you again, man. I know you have many more books and things to come share, and so come on back. You're welcome to come on back to GSL. For those of you all that tune in live as well, thank you so much. I hope that you guys are encouraged and inspired by this juice today. Yeah, I mean, I'm here. Let me see if I'll wait and see if there's any more comments, questions, or concerns or whatever. But yeah, that's what things looking like on my end, y'all. Shade Tree, long time no see, brother. Thank you for tuning in. He said, "Thank you, Jesus." All right, man. I know, right? Are you celebrating with the 1,000 videos with me? Y'all follow me on the God, Sex, and Love YouTube. I'm trying to reach the goals, and all that stuff people supposed to do. But whatever. At the same time, I'm just thankful. I'm thankful. Augustus V, he says, "LOL, congrats. This was a great show." Thank you, man. Thank you. God's got me the glory. I'm glad that you enjoyed it and stuff. Yeah, this is just, what I do in the mornings, the daily inspiration segment, just one thing. But hopefully I got much more in store, many more show ideas and things in the works. So keep on stay on the lookout for your girl, man. This just well, this was technically the first of many segments and shows for GSL. I appreciate y'all talking to me this morning as well. Again, every time I do this, I don't necessarily expect people to tune in live because I know it's early, but thank you to the ones that do. I appreciate it. Thanks for chatting with me this morning, y'all. I'm glad y'all enjoyed it. Yeah, but there you go, man. That's the juice. That's the juice, y'all. Let's stick a couple more minutes or whatever. But yeah, man, I appreciate you all for tuning in. Thank you to everybody that supports in any aspect. I was sitting here thinking about some more ideas, more things to publish, more books to publish, and things like that. Because y'all know, well, y'all this the Spanish version of my Bible study journal, but I might come out with a guided version of the juice, like so y'all can actually have what I study. If y'all like that idea, man, throw me some hearts, some likes, some stuff like that, and I'll try to get on it. I know me and my mom was talking about it or whatever. That would be a big journal because the way I'm thinking about doing it would be like a big journal, but that's what I'm thinking about doing. So a lot of stuff, y'all, a lot of stuff in the works, and they call me an idea generator. But all right, y'all. Well, I will let you all go because I don't see any more comments and whatnot coming in. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. And thank you so much for listening and watching. And yeah, look forward to talking to y'all tomorrow, Louis will. Bye-bye.